been crazy over the past 3 days? Has it been?
We have. Yes, it's crazy.
5 days.
5 days.
Wow.
Do we need an introduction to this guy?
No.
Okay.
How are you finding all of Comic-Con? This is so much bigger than Expo and that sort of thing. So
It's unbelievable. It's we haven't been in there yet, so I haven't got a chance to actually go around it.
it's like a 2,000 seater.
Yeah. Everyone's always saying to me, but like everyone's like, oh, how's it been? I was like, I haven't been in there yet, and everyone's like, you'll see.
Bad things.
Yeah. So, okay, so yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's really exciting to be here, and I can't believe I'm here. Really,
Yeah.
It's just it's cool. It's just
Can you talk about what you were last filming? I know you guys are still in the midst of filming right now.
Oh, that seems like a what was I filming when I left? We did. What did we film on Thursday? Whenever we were doing a lot of stuff with Richard Wilson, who plays Gas, and there's a really lovely episode where he gets a love interest in the series, which is great. It's so nice, because
Recurring love interest or a one-time episode?
I hope it's a recurring one because it's so lovely. It's genuinely nice, like and it's something that it's more of an adult episode that coming up, and then so we're filming a lot of stuff from that just before I left. But that's really weird. The whole time zone thing is messing me up. I don't actually know who I am anymore.
What's your turnaround like? When did you get here? When did you go home?
Oh, I arrived.
What day is it?
Those are
the really tough questions in this game.
Yeah, well, I leave tonight. I leave straight after this, and I arrived on Friday at about 3 o'clock. So,
so it's
really
what a long flight to be here
Thank
for
you for
time.
Oh man, I'm so happy to be here. So yeah, it's great.
Can you describe maybe whether you like doing the comedy bits or the dramatic bits better?
I love both. I love the variety. That's what I love. Is that you get a chance to really sink your teeth into both, and that you can 1 minute you can be doing a flat out pure slapstick comedy scene with a goblin that's not actually there. To the next minute be mourning the death of a loved one, or to be thrown in the midst of an absolute, mind-boggling dilemma, which Merlin often is. So yeah, it's the variety I love that you get a chance to do everything.
Has there been a particular stunt that you've enjoyed the most?
I've got a stunt actually coming up on Tuesday. So I arrived back at like 8 o'clock on Monday night and then filming at 6 in the morning the next day. So we've got a nice stunt to kick the day off, which is on wires, and I love being on the wires where they hook you up and it's when you get blasted and they yank it, and I'm sure you've been told about it. And I love that. I think it's cool, just getting thrown into a big foam wall and looking like you've really injured yourself.
Yeah.
But you're fine. Well, all the stuff on horses, we do all our. This year in particular, we've done all our own. There's been no stunt people for the horse work, so we've become a bit more confident on the horses, without sounding big-headed or anything. But we've got a bit better at it, after 3 years, and they trust us now to gallop through forests and things. So it's great.
If they ever did a body swap episode, who would you like to play? It would be really interesting.
Possibilities. I don't know. I mean, there's. Do you know what? Probably the dragon, because that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Have you been working at all with John Hurt, like one-on-one?
No, not one-on-one this series. I did quite a bit of the last series, but because the episodes are still being written while we're filming, and he's in London and we're in Wales, the time just doesn't allow it. So he often records his stuff in the studio in London, and then that's sent through to me, and that's played back for me to act to against a green screen. But yeah, it's great to have him back. He's back again for the third series, so it's brilliant to have someone like that on the show.
Can you talk about any of the guest stars this season?
Yeah, we've got some great ones. We've got the one I was really excited about was, Warwick Davies. Man, exactly. I know, I was so excited about that. We just did a scene with him like 2 weeks ago, and because I'm a big Willow fan. I loved Willow when I was young. And Miriam Margolyes is also from Harry Potter, is in. We've got some great guest stars, but I'm not gonna. We've been told that we can't say too much about them. So, but I know that those two have already been. I mentioned them in an interview before.
So
Did you say that? No. But So but yeah, we've got some great people and good stories.
So in your time off, I've seen you keep yourself busy. So you've done Island and Parked and that sort of thing. So anything coming up? Do you plan it kind of ahead of time for what you want to do?
At the minute, it's because we're still filming right through to October. So at the minute, there's nothing set in stone. But there's a couple of things floating around that hopefully will happen. And I'm a bit of a workaholic. I love being kept busy. And anything, again, variety where you get to do different things is great. So hopefully things happen.
Bradley's talked about how he wants the magic reveal to happen, how he thinks it should come from Arthur kind of figuring it out, so he looks a little bit more intelligent. How would you like to see it happen if you had your choice?
How would I like to see it happen? I think it would be interesting if it happened for a reason that Arthur could see justice and sense in. That, I don't know, say they were in the midst of a war or a battle and they were desperately losing, and Merlin in the middle of a thing went, you know what I mean? And he had no choice but to use something so, dramatic in front of everyone, and it won the war. I don't know. It'd be an interesting situation, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know. There's just so much stuff, but I think it's right. It's time, isn't it? It's time, but
you won't find anyone who disagrees here.
Yeah. We'll see.
You can only conveniently pass out so many times.
Exactly. Conveniently passing out just as early as his magic. Yeah. But I mean, that's one of the things. The show doesn't take itself so seriously. That's an issue. We as actors, and I'm sure the writers aren't under any illusion that that's justifiable in a way. It kind of fits in with the genre of the show, and you kind of take it on board, or hopefully people do. There's lots of stuff coming up with it. They're sort of veering away from a lot of that kind of thing now. I've noticed in the new series. So you should be happy.
Your favorite stuff that you do on the show?
I love doing all the action stuff, running through forests, being chased by things, and because you don't really have to act at all. You just kind of have to run. But I love the concentrated stuff where you're able to, really focus, sit down, and concentrate, and do something that actually is really dramatically good, hopefully, or that you can feel like you're really putting a lot into it, and we care about our characters and we care about the show, and when you get scenes where you can really delve into parts of a character that that are morally and emotionally interesting, that's bits I love as well.
Yeah. So this is a big kind of geek fest, essentially, this entire weekend. What do you geek out over?
Ooh, well, I mean, I'm a big fan of the fantasy genre myself, and I love revisiting childhood films and childhood things. I mean, I recently just bought the X-Men animated TV series,
so good.
Which I loved when I was young. I just loved it, and I saw it and I was like, I have to get that. and I've watched them all back to back, and that's one of my recent geek outs there. So that's really good. Yeah.
I know over the years, obviously, as the fandom grows, more and more people are making the trip to Pierrefonds to see filming.
Yeah.
How is it affecting the filming and yourselves that the numbers keep getting so big?
Yeah, it's daunting for us because we're not used to it really, and that you suddenly find yourself filming a scene that it's only meant to be you maybe standing in the courtyard, and you look to your left and there's about 60 people standing on that side and 60 on the other, and you kind of go, this is weird. So it's weird because you're supposedly doing your job and filming in the day, but it's not as if people don't know that. Do you know what I mean? It's not a hindrance at all, because it's people just wanting to come and observe and see it and support, and it's lovely. It's really nice. But it's also just it's showing that it's just growing and becoming this other thing, and people want to come and see what we do. So it's good.
That does make you feel self-conscious at all?
Yes. Definitely. I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm just like, give me a script and words and I'm fine. It's like, other than that, yeah.
Have they started implementing where they put like screens up so you don't have to see people while flashy?
They've done it a couple of times whenever, because I guess sometimes, I guess everyone's got the things that they like to do before a scene, and sometimes you look really silly doing it, sometimes I like just run around and jump around and look like an idiot before you go for a scene, and obviously if somebody's watching that, they're going, what's he doing, it's like, and you feel a bit silly, but so sometimes it's nice if you can go off on your own and do something if you want to do that.
So, purely selfish question. I'm from New York, so I know you've been there before. What was your favorite thing about the city?
Walking into Times Square at night for the first time. That was
crazy.
Really cool. Yeah. Because you see it so much and it's so iconic. And for the first time to walk there, we saved it up. We were like, should we go there during the day? No, let's wait till it's night time. So we went there, and that was my highlight.
I'll give you one more question.
Who wants it?
I'll do it. Do it. Last year we didn't get very much with Merlin and Gwen. The friendship was built over so much over the first season, and then it just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Is that something we get more of in series 3?
No, it's that's something that really fizzled out. I think there seemed to be, because the character of Guinevere, they're sort of toying around with it at the minute, because I think we inevitably know she's going to be queen. It's how she gets there, and that's the biggest journey. She's got the hardest journey, I think, in the show, and Angel does it brilliantly. It's I guess how long they're holding that off for and how much they can do with the character of Guinevere. But they've cut off ties with Merlin now, really. There's a couple of adventures coming up on where they really help each other out. I think in times of need, actually, she's a really good mate. She's a really good friend, and I think they get on really well together. And I think that's now their relationship. They're actually just great mates.
Cool. What's your favorite genre of music, and any favorite bands you've been listening to lately?
Well, my favorite band is Death Cab for Cutie. They're my favorite band of all time. But I'm really listening to a lot of a band called Stars at the minute.
Stars, yeah.
They're brilliant. Loving them. There's loads. A band called Helio Sequence recently.
They're really good.
Great. So yeah, kind of indie rock. That's kind of my thing. But I listen to loads of different music. Yeah, that's what I mean. Cool.
So you get to go to a lot of concerts, or?
No.
You're so close to London, though.
I know.
It's so tough.
The last one I saw was the Yeah Yeahs, I think at Brixton Academy in London. That was cool. But that was, God, when was that? Oh, yeah. I love gigs. That's my thing. I'm not a club person at all. I'd rather just go to see live music and bands and chill. But when Merlin takes over, that's it.
That's it.
God,
Yeah.
But
No time for the Reading Festival this year.
No, I don't even know who the lineup is. Have you been there before?
Yes, twice. It's
Cool.
fantastic.
Was it good?
And I've done the camping.
Oh,
geez.
Yeah, you have to
have
do
to
the
do
camping.
it.
Yeah, just do the camping. Don't watch for like 5 days. You're sort of.
Well,
Buckets over your head.
Yeah. You'd be hardcore.
Definitely. I think I want to do Glastonbury next year. That'll be
That's my
that's
dream.
great. Angel's done that before. She's done that. A few people. This year was brilliant because for once the weather was actually.
It was good.
Great.
Not
Everybody
lots of
was like,
Yeah. So yeah, this will be probably the first year where people didn't actually end up looking like creatures from Merlin.
They did at both Readings I went to too.
Really? Oh no.
Bad August.
God, you've been quite a few times then.
Twice.
Oh, cool.
any actors or actresses that inspire you?
Sean Penn's
We gotta end this.
right.
So.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Out the door.
Thanks, guys.